and welcome back. For breakfast today, I wanted to make some French toast because it's actually my dad's birthday. So today we're gonna be starting off the day with something a little sweet. So we're gonna start off with white bread, 2 eggs. This egg was not cracking for some reason. Eventually I got it. Cinnamon, vanilla extract, some salt, and a little bit of brown sugar. I went ahead and mixed that all up and then got a pan, melted some butter, and in the meantime I dredged the bread into the wet mixture and then I just pan fried it. I totally failed at flipping this, but you guys get the idea. Once that is all cooked, I sifted some powdered sugar because I wanted a little bit more sweetness. We normally don't eat like this, but you know, it's a special day, so we made an exception. And I added some fruit and topped it off with some syrup. To finish off my breakfast, I had more blueberries and an apple. I love to snack on watermelon, but I swear in the summer it hits differently. It is my favorite. So for lunch, I'm gonna be making something called miyeokguk, which is a seaweed soup. Traditionally, you eat it when it's your birthday. You can eat it whenever you want, but on your birthday, it's kind of something special that you always have. So I had this at my house. Basically, it's just dehydrated seaweed, and we're just gonna rehydrate it with some water. All I'm doing is getting these guys, putting it in water, and letting it sit. So now while we wait for the seaweed to rehydrate, that's the birthday boy. I'm gonna prep the rest of my ingredients, take it out of the fridge essentially, and then get cooking. For this recipe, I'm gonna use some salt and pepper, sesame oil. Korean recipes always call for sesame oil. Sesame oil and garlic is like the 2 things that are always in Korean recipes. Soy sauce, and I picked up some chuck steak and a lot of garlic. You don't have to put as much garlic, but in this household, we love garlic, so that's all you need. In the meantime, I'm cutting the beef into small slices. Once the seaweed is hydrated, I'm just gonna wash that out and then go and pour in some sesame oil into my pot and add some garlic and stir it around. After a few minutes, I added in more sesame oil and the meat, and then a little bit of soy sauce. Once I sauteed that for a little bit, I poured in some water, just enough to cover the seaweed a little bit, and then I'm gonna bring that up to a boil and then add more soy sauce. I actually added a lot more later because I realized it was a little bit bland, but it worked out. We always have soup with rice, paired it with some white rice, Korean side dishes, which are beans and anchovies, kimchi, and eggs on the side. I don't know about you guys, but in our household, we could have eggs for breakfast, lunch, or dinner. For dinner, we are having Korean spicy pork. I actually prepped this right after lunch because I wanted the meat to sit in the marinade. The longer it sits in the marinade, the better and like tender the pork tends to be. So I started off with a heaping spoon of Korean pepper paste, some mirin and meshil, which I don't really know what it is. I think it's like a grape syrupy thing, but I added that with a drizzle of sesame oil, some soy sauce, and Korean red pepper flakes. I wanted to add in a little bit of water because I wanted to thin out the mixture, and then before I wanted to put this mixture into the pork, I wanted to also add some garlic and ginger, so I'm mincing that up and mixing all of it together. Typically, I like to buy thinly sliced pork, but my store didn't have it, and I also didn't have a meat tenderizer, so I'm using this like lime juicer thing to make the pork thinner, and then cutting that into small pieces. 100% recommend buying thinly sliced pork because this was a little bit tedious, and I feel like it tastes better when there's thinly sliced pork. So if you can find that, 100%. Go for that. Once that's done, I added some onions and just poured the mixture, tossed it around, and let it sit in the fridge. Super easy. Honestly, if it weren't for the pork that I had to like tenderize and cut and all of that, it would have taken such a quick time. Like, it would have probably taken less than 10 minutes, but all we're gonna do is let that sit in the fridge until dinner. So Sean is here. Oh, sorry. Sean's mom made so much food that he brought over, but I'm still gonna be making the spicy pork since we had already marinated it. So we have the marinade here, and then I'm just gonna go ahead and just grill it, and that's it. Super easy. So Sean's doing some stuff, prepping some of the noodles that his mom brought, because noodles in Chinese culture means long life. So we're gonna have that, and then I'm gonna sear some pork and have some dinner. Ow. Don't mind the cream showing back, but after everything is cooked, I added some sesame seeds and green onions for garnish. You guys don't have to do this, but I wanted a little bit of crunch and a little bit of color. And yes, I am using scissors to cut the green onions. Koreans always use scissors to like cut things. If you ever go to an authentic Korean restaurant, you can always ask for scissors. I don't know, it's a Korean thing, I guess, but really happy with how it turned out. Everyone really enjoyed it. We also really enjoyed Sean's mom's cooking, so we enjoyed that for dinner, but we can't forget the dessert. I mean, it's my dad's birthday, right? Come on, we have to have cake. For the last meal of the day, I baked a chocolate cake for my dad. So we're going to indulge in this. Hope you guys enjoyed this video, and bye! Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you guys enjoyed what I ate in a day. If you guys like this video, make sure to give this video a big thumbs up. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you guys so much, and I'll talk to you guys next time. Bye!